Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the inspirational Lady Noble 365. I trust that you are doing well, loving yourself and everyone around you. Today, I'd like to come to you with some words of inspiration and some words of encouragement. Throughout life, I'm pretty sure you can reflect on times where you seem to receive a lot of pushback in your life, whether it's through your childhood, when you were a teenager, on to adulthood, to currently. Whenever you are in a situation and you are receiving consistent pushback, especially when it comes to employment, or it comes to particular environment. I'm speaking of people, places, and things. Whenever you feel or experience the repeated sensation or experience of receiving pushback or resistance, especially with jobs, that is a nudge. And pay attention, spiritually and energetically speaking, whenever you find yourself in situations where, you seem to not be bothering anyone, but it just seems like every time you try, there's always friction and you're trying your hardest to keep your peace. And pay attention. That is a nudge. That is a nudge. That is spirit, and that is the universe, your higher self also trying to nudge you to let you know that it's time for you to maybe ponder on something different, or maybe you should pivot your life in a different direction. And it doesn't have to necessarily be towards any particular practice of religion or cultural practice. It doesn't have to be spirituality. It could be something different for you, depending on who you are. Everyone's purpose is different. As I always say, we all are individually, uniquely, and divinely created. So we all have our own purpose and on timing of arrival. The planes aren't going to take off at the same time. It's just impossible. Every plane will arrive at its destination at a different time, as it should, metaphorically speaking. But be mindful when you experience those moments of resistance in your life. I'm pretty sure that you can remember, or probably think about some moments in your life where you have received resistance, even with people in relationships. Maybe you go around a particular group of people, and maybe when you're around them you feel uneasy. Maybe you get a headache, a stomach ache, or maybe you get this anxious feeling within your belly, or for some reason you just feel uncomfortable, but you can't put your finger on it. Once again, that is, your higher self, or your spirit team, or the universe, or source, God, creator, trying to nudge you and inform you that you need to pivot in a different direction. And so I'm making this video just to remind you to be mindful, to not ignore the spiritual nudge in your life. We all receive nudges and downloads, throughout our entire life, because we're all spiritual beings here, in this human experience here on the planet Earth. But either way, as we're planted here with a mission, a mission to fulfill. But as I said, all planes won't take off at the same time. We have different arrivals for a reason, in particular, individually. So just consider that, whenever you receive pushback, do not become angry and hostile if something doesn't work out. Even if you envisioned or had a plan on it turning out a certain way, or receiving something a certain way, trust and know that there is something better for you. There is something bigger for you. But the spirit, your spirit team, and, the creator is trying to get your attention, trying to redirect you in a different direction, trying to pivot you and get you in the flow of your path of where you should be. And this just doesn't apply to religion or a cultural practice or spirituality. This applies to all areas of life, no matter who you are, what your tax bracket is, what kind of shampoo you use, what your favorite color is. But this applies to everyone, and some of us are able to recognize when we are being nudged spiritually, and some of us aren't. But either way, pay attention to the areas of your life where you are receiving consistent resistance or pushback. There's a reason for that. It's not because you're not worthy. It's not because you're not loved. We all are worthy. Everyone has value, whether we're able to see it within ourselves or not. Everyone has purpose, whether we feel they do or don't. It isn't about our beliefs and what we want for ourselves as well well as other people's. We all are here, playing a bigger part of a bigger whole. We're like a speck, like a half a tip of a pin, and that's very small. We're just a speck. We're just part of the mission, each one of us individually. But as we each awaken to our purpose and walk onto our path, we are and fulfill our mission. We're filling in the missing links. We're filling in the blanks, as we move forward, But just don't receive the resistance that you experience or the pushback as something negative. It is something positive, and you need to receive it that way. And don't downplay yourself. Don't look down on yourself, and don't take it as you're not loved. I must say this again. Spirit is telling me to reiterate this. Don't take it as you're not loved or you're not worthy or it's never going to work for you. No, it's just time for you to go in a different direction, darling. Yeah. It's just the Creator trying to pivot you in that direction, trying to give you the nudge. No, this job may not be for you, but it's not because they want you unemployed or without livelihood. No, maybe this relationship isn't for you. No, it's not because they want you alone. Maybe they want you with someone else. Or maybe your mission doesn't involve you being united with another person. Maybe your mission temporarily requires you to be single. Okay. Maybe there's some things you need to work on, maybe that group of friends that you're hanging out with, maybe you feel uncomfortable or there's a lot of consistent bickering and arguing and disagreements because maybe Spirit is trying to tell you that's not the group for you to be around. Maybe it's time for you to separate yourself. In all areas, Maybe you're in school and you signed up for a course. You want to take this class because you heard this and heard that. You heard good report, positive things about it and how you can get extra credit. But when you signed up and you took the class, you're finding you don't like it and it's just not working out for you. Well, maybe that's not the course for you to take. Maybe Spirit wants you to find a different major. Maybe there's something better for you. Maybe that's not the class for you. You get the gist? So just be mindful of this. And when you receive that pushback or resistance in your life, in any area of your life, don't beat yourself up. Don't go to the stinking thinking. Take it as it is a spiritual nudge for you to possibly go back to the drawing board and pivot in a different direction. That is for your highest good. That is better for you. It may take some time. It may not happen instantly, but sit with yourself, be with thyself, go within, go outside, take a walk, if you're not into meditation, spend some time alone, but trust me, you'll find that it's not so bad after all. Those moments of resistance are actually moments of favor and opportunity and blessings and messages, trying to pivot you, trying to assist you, the prayers, the things we pray for, we hope for, we wish for, we petition for, we think that they aren't being answered, but they are. We just have to pay attention to the signs and to the symbols. So those are my words of encouragement for today. I trust that you are doing wonderful, loving yourself and everyone around you. Continue doing so and keeping the vibe high. Ashe.